When you look on social media, you can take it down. Me and my wife, we met in Texas, Dallas we met in 2010. And it was love at first sight. Oh, the boys liked that one more than the girls. That was interesting. And so I looked at her, she looked at me, and I couldn't feel my legs. It was love at first sight. And did you get that? You can laugh at that. I couldn't feel my legs. Did you get that one? And we met, and it was amazing. And there it is. There she is. This is Kane. She's half Japanese, half Mexican. We call that Japsican. And when I met her, it was amazing. I really never thought as a child that I would ever get married. I never thought that I would be able to, really be a good enough husband. And I see all these husbands, and I'm looking at them holding their wife's hand. And I thought, I can't even hold my wife's hand. How am I going to hold my wife's hand? And I can't hold my wife's hand, but today I hold her heart. And you don't need arms for that. And you women can have dignity, and you can have absolute equal opportunities here in a country like this. I want you to know that I respect my wife equal to me. I respect my wife as my best friend. And I want you to know that dreams come true. And if I got married to such an incredible woman, if that's what your goal is, to get married, that's beautiful. Go for that dream. I'll tell you though one thing. Ready? Can I tell you just one piece of advice? If you think that you're going to be happier married and you don't think you're happy single, just make sure you talk to someone married. Because I'll tell you right now, if you're not happy single, you're not going to be happy married. Does that make sense? I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. It's the same thing of why we think we need something or someone else. Now go for it. Get married. Am I happier married? Yes, I am. But I was happy before I got married because I knew the truth of my value. I knew the truth of my purpose. I knew the truth that whether I am rich or poor, married or not, barren or with children, it doesn't matter. Sometimes we feel ashamed if we cannot provide a child to our family. That doesn't make you any less of a human being. There are many children out there who need a parent. Me and my wife, here's the next photo. We have now 4 children. And we have Kiyoshi, who's 9 now, Dayan, who's 7. These are old photos, but Kiyoshi's on the left, Dayan's on the right, he's now 7, and the babies, we have twin identical girls. And they're now 5 years old. 5 years old. And they're taller than me now. I'm the shortest man in the house. And I want you to know that I never thought that I would ever have children. And here we are, we conceived biological children, and it's amazing. My son, Kiyoshi, he actually, thank you for the photos, you can take it down, thank you. Kiyoshi, he told me last year, he said, Daddy, I said, what's wrong? He looked sad. He said, Daddy, I wish you had arms. I said, why, honey? He said, because I wish I could feel your hug. And I was like, and I'm like trying not to cry. And he says, but don't worry, Daddy. I said, why, baby? He said, because I'm strong. And so I'm going to hug you stronger and longer. You've heard that saying, right? The glass is either half empty or half full. What does that mean? It's your attitude. It's your choice. Now, it doesn't mean that everything's going to be okay. We all go through ups and downs. But even when your life is not good, my parents always told me, Nick, don't focus on what you don't have. focus on what you do have. You were not given arms and legs, but you were given a brain. Use your brain. Do your best. I mean, they were strict. I went to the store and I said, Mom and Dad, can I have that toy? And you know what they said? No. And I'm like, why not? They're like, get your own money. I was 6 years old. And they said, figure it out. Can you say those words, figure it out? Come on, say it stronger, figure it out. You just got to figure it out. And so I'm going home and I'm like, well, how can I